Hey, Jay.
Hello.
Uh, Hello.
How is it going? It's a good morning in Seattle today.
Hold on. I can't hear you.
Oh,
Say again.
I
The
was just
TV
saying,
volume was down.
it's pretty funny when you take a
Oh yeah.
remote to increase the. Yeah, I was just saying it's pretty good morning in Seattle. It's quite sunny.
Oh, nice. Yeah. It was sunny here. Now it's kind of like overcast now.
Mhm. Yeah, I sat down in the sunlight 10-15 minutes to gain some energy and break my sleep in the morning.
Yeah, I definitely prefer when it's sunny. Sometimes it's overcast here. We live close to the coast,
Mhm.
and it gets overcast at night for sure, and sometimes like days too. And yeah, I don't like it as much.
Yeah, with SF, you never know. Like when out of or like all of a sudden there'd be just fog coming in from Golden Gate Bridge
Yeah.
anytime without.
Depending on where you are, like the fog, yeah, more is like coastal.
Yeah,
And then you can literally see it all.
I like your T-shirt.
Oh, thank you.
Is it a fish? What are they?
No, it's a surfboard.
Oh, do you surf?
No, but this is a subscription t-shirt service that I used to have. I don't have it anymore. I have a lot of shirts from them. So
Uh,
they send you like a design each month, which is pretty cool because like you get it's like this is cool. Not all of it are like great designs, but some of them are pretty good.
hmm.
Yeah,
Do
this
you
is
choose
like
or they just send
yeah,
it?
in general of stuff. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Do you choose from the designs or they just
No,
send
no,
it?
you just into one. Yeah, you can also choose like if, but if like then you just buy that specific shirt.
That's a lot of trust in somebody
Yeah,
else.
yeah. So some of them are not great. Some of them are like, it's really good. Yeah. So,
I'm very specific about graphic tees.
uh, they're usually like cool designs. It's called woven.
Mhm.
They're pretty cool designs. I mean, worst case, like I wear it inside the house and whatnot. Yeah, yeah. I over time got a lot of shirts from them and from like the conferences and stuff. So I'm like, okay, you need to stop that.
Do you have anything for today?
I don't. Let me see.
I have a couple of
Let's see
things.
the meeting notes.
Do you know if Rita is
Oh,
gonna?
she just a message. She can't make it. I think she's working
Oh,
on code freeze.
oh, okay, okay.
Feels like it's always code freeze.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired of like too many things.
Yeah.
Slack, Teams.
Oh
It's
yeah.
hard to GitHub. It's hard to track.
Yep. Yep.
Uh, yeah,
So what is this? The readiness probe failed. Can you do a summary?
yeah. Um, rejection. Yeah. Uh, So somebody reported an issue yesterday. So I don't know if you remember, you might have been out, but we added a code which basically adds a grace period and at the start time and the termination time of gatekeeper pods for webhook to be ready and webhook to stop accepting requests.
I see.
So like after starting, it's basically a readiness probe for webhook where it will actually check if the webhook is deployed and ready to be, like it will ping the webhook, have a get request attached to it, and then make sure that it is deployed and ready to accept request. And at the end, like at the termination time, it will provide a grace period to shut it down, right? So now the readiness probe actually gets executed before the webhook is deployed, and so it fails initially, but ultimately when the webhook is deployed, everything looks good. But the last event that you see on the pod itself is like readiness probe failed with status 500,
Hmm.
uh, and there is no event saying that readiness probe succeeded, so which is basically leading to a confusion that the pod is not ready to accept requests.
Hmm.
And so I did a lot of debugging yesterday about this, tried different solutions. So right now what is happening is the code is sequentially before the webhook is actually initiated, um, but when I try to move it around, like it still fails. And I tried to integrate it with our already existing like readiness tracker code, which pretty much works really great, but there was still no webhook success, like readiness probe success error message. So I thought we should just remove that bunch of code which checks the readiness at the start of the webhook or at the start of the controller manager, and then leave everything as is. And once I figure out the solution, we can add that chunk back.
So this doesn't happen every time. Why does this happen in our CI?
I don't think we check for readiness probe. I
But
don't think
wouldn't the deployment be not ready?
so. That's the thing, right? Like ultimately, it is uh, getting ready. The pod is running and everything, but there is no event saying that readiness probe succeeded. So the issue is basically around uh, getting the issue is basically somebody is just asking, is this supposed to happen? Uh, which it is, but it was not happening before.
Hmm.
I can share a bit more context.
And this is only in the 320 RC, right? Not in the
Three,
319.
yeah, because
Yeah.
the 319 didn't have that chunk of code.
Yeah, I see. So I think if it did revert it, that would make it easily resolve this issue.
Yeah, we don't need to revert the whole change to begin with. Like the grace period at the end of the termination period is useful still. We just need to remove line 319 from line 319 to line 324 with 325 in main.go. That's about it.
Hmm.
Let me I'm just pasting the link so in the chat so that you also can see what I'm looking at.
Yeah, let me see. I was just looking at the issue. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, I
I don't
see.
know why they are saying that it is happening in 319 for them. I didn't see it happening there um, in 319, but it's definitely is there in 320. But so if the pod is in ready state, right? Like it should, like kubelet should also have an event saying that the readiness probe succeeded. I was getting confused because it was not.
Hmm. Can you link me to the PR that added this one? I'll just look at the blame actually. Hold on. I had it open. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. So for what? Why was this added?
Uh, so the original issue was basically they were noticing that some of the resources were not getting mutated when the pod was getting restarted and the pod was getting terminated because we didn't have this check before, right? Like pod was getting ready before the webhook was actually ready to serve. Uh, and so that's why this was added, and it similarly the
Oh, I see. I see. I
code
see.
was getting destroyed before the webhook itself.
Yeah. Okay. And you don't think? I mean, you think we can fix it without reverting this, or no?
Uh,
It's
so
also just
that
easy to revert this and then create a new release. And then if we defer this to 3.20.1 or something like that.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I don't think we need to revert all the change. Like having grace period at the end of the webhook still makes sense. It's just that this particular check at the start of the sorry, let me having the gray shutdown period at the port termination stage still makes sense. It's just that we want to remove the check where the pod is checking that webhook is up or not before getting to ready state.
Makes sense.
Just the part of the change
Mhm.
that we want to report. And if we agree, then I'll let the original issue of the like original author of the PR know as well that hey, we are doing this for this
Yeah.
reason, and then we can check back and edit
Yeah.
in next.
That sounds good. Maybe create a PR that reverse those changes
Hmm.
and then just let the person know. Maybe reach out to on Slack if they you can find their name.
Yeah.
You check the OPA Slack or the K8s one. And then see if they have other ideas to fix this. And then and we'll give it a few days maybe, and test the new with the changes. That does this person issue is fixed, and then we can create an RC1 and then go from there. This is great though. We found an issue in the RC.
Yeah. So we actually are due release today.
Yeah,
Um.
so let's delay the release because of this, I think.
Okay. Then what's the expected next release date?
Let's check back in next week.
Okay.
And so and then you're saying this happens every time. We just don't know in the CI.
Yeah, I don't think we check for the readiness probe because ultimately, like, so the ultimately the pods are up, right? Pods are up and
Right,
running, um, and like everything is as it should be. It's
right.
just that the last event registered is readiness probe failed rather than readiness probe succeeded after
Got it. Okay, yeah. So
everything
let's
is.
add an issue to also check this in CI then.
But what's the check should be?
To make sure that all the readiness probes are working.
So if we are okay.
I thought the pod wouldn't be ready if the readiness probes were failing. So I'm a bit confused about that.
Similarly I am also like, so that what leads me to believe that ultimately it is succeeding, but there is just no events, because I also
Hmm,
was in the same dilemma that if the readiness probe is failing, then pod should not be in the ready state itself.
I see. This might be a good question in the upstream channel also. You should just maybe ask folks if they know about it. Like,
Yeah.
hey, this is the I mean, just in generically, not going into this specifically, like, hey, I would have thought like the pod would be like not ready and it would not serve requests unless the readiness probe is ready and then the pod is in ready state. Um,
Maybe the kubelet is just not generating that event.
yeah,
Is that
I
what?
I I don't know.
Cool. I'll
Yeah,
ask.
maybe test it out and then see. Check also the kubelet logs. I don't know if there's going to be anything. Just thoughts.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So yeah, so it sounds like the yeah, create a partial revert PR and then contact the author. Create a should I let me let's just do that one. Create a partial revert.
I'm writing that in the
You're writing
notes.
that? Okay, cool. Oh, I guess I should have wrote it to the meeting list. But yeah, cool. If you're writing that, yeah. Yeah, so let's do a partial revert, contact the owner, create an issue for the readiness probe thing. And then let's after we hear back from the original PR owner if they can fix it, then we revert the bad changes, and then we create a RC1, and then let's just circle back on this one next Wednesday for the release. But I think this seems like a bad issue to delay the release for like a week.
Yeah.
And if we can get it early, we can do a release early. This is great though. I love that we are that somebody tried the RC and found an issue. I'm really happy about this. I am surprised they said that they're using the Helm chart to deploy. Oh, they specifically deployed 320 IC 20 RC0. Oh wow, that's cool. I'm like super impressed by this. I didn't think anyone used those ones.
Yeah. Uh, it's kind of surprising because I feel like we are just too close to the project itself, so we feel like nobody is doing such
Yeah, I
stuff.
mean the RC ones, like I mean we use it for like our internal validation and whatnot, but yeah, I mean it's great to see like the like folks out in the community using the RC builds. I mean it's like really good practice. It's I'm really happy about this.
Cool. So
Does
I
that
think,
step sound good to you, Jay?
yeah. So in summary, I'm gonna create partial like PR to revert that thing. I'll tag the
Yeah,
author and I'll try to find them in Slack or what, Slack as well. Then, so the next question is like, how long do we wait for them to respond? If they don't respond in a day or two, should we just merge and cut our
yeah. But
session?
let's just give it until like end of week or something like that. Maybe we'll have check back on Monday for this one. Yeah.
Okay,
And
cool.
then in the meantime, also check, maybe create an image and then ask um the issue reporter to try that one, and then see if that resolves their issue. Because if three they're seeing it on 3.19, that's like a whole different sort of thing.
Yeah, I have no idea why they are seeing it in 3.9.
Yeah, that I think that would be a different sort of issue. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, let's figure that out. And if they can not replicate with the partial revert, then I think they're good. And then
cool.
if you don't, it's fine. We just merge it and then we cut the RC1.
Yep. Uh, and then I'm gonna create an issue for readiness probe to check readiness probe in CI, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
try to figure out with upstream on how the readiness probe is working and
yeah,
why the succeed events are not being registered.
yeah. I think that would be good to know. Yeah, because I
Uh,
honestly thought it would be not ready and it wouldn't do anything. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, I spent quite a lot of time yesterday
uh,
figuring out because I was really obsessed why this is not.
yeah. Just ask others. Yeah. If you're blocked, don't like bang your hand against the keyboard. Just ask others. Or chat GPT.
Yeah, I mean, ChatGPT said that it should, but it was not sure. and so was Claude or like other
Hmm.
models. So
If AI says that, it must be true.
cool. And then I had the next one was that migrating getter GH action
Oh
under
yeah,
OPA.
yeah. Then we talked about that. I think yeah, that's great. The setup catered one, right?
So yeah,
Um,
so the next step is basically do a security evaluation on
yeah,
that. Like I'm gonna go through codes and whatnot to see everything looks good.
yeah. And then
Um,
can you make sure also for there is like a run the um step security secure repo thing on it, and then let's merge that PR before we move over.
what I have no
I'll
context.
give you the give me a second. This one.
So I was wondering if we should open an issue for this to track the progress. Like
Yeah,
I,
that sounds good. Yeah.
yeah.
What was the link? Can you drop the link on that one? The setup gator. Oh, I found it. I got it. Oh, I okay. Setup gator. Oh, let me do a quick check. Yeah. Um, and obviously we need like a CI for this, but we can do it after moving over. I'm not super worried about that one. Can you
That
also, so what happens to the existing users of this? I don't, and not many people using it, I think, but um,
I don't know. Like those are the
oh,
questions.
okay. Let's also figure that out. So like what happens to the existing users? Do they get broken or it just GitHub does the redirect? Um, and then another one that I don't know if the maintainer said they'll keep maintaining this one. I don't know if they have been doing it, but
I don't think so, but they were interested in migrating it over to OPA.
okay.
So I'm thinking if the visibility is greater and people are responding to it, they might be interested in handling it. But I can make sure.
Yeah, maybe just ask if they're interested in continuing to be maintaining this one.
Yeah.
Looks like this is like a contributor to Istio and Argo. So yeah. No. Okay. Um, yeah, so let's do those things before we move over. Um, the step security one and the depend about more concerned on the step security, and then there's like a specific action that it has called dependency review. So we should have that one.
What dependency review?
It's like an OpenSSF thing. So when you run step security, it's going to add it. It's a GitHub action. So it will basically tell you if it has like vulnerabilities and whatnot for like some of the dependencies. So I think we should have that one before we move it over.
For in CI?
Yeah, it'll automatically add it as a GitHub action.
Oh, can you write it down in the notes so that I don't forget?
Yeah, I added the dependency review, but the step security will automatically do that. So I wouldn't worry about that.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Um, I'll just do that actually. Let me just do that. You just basically copy paste the thing in. Or you can do it, so you'll be familiar with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the step security stuff is super cool. It basically looks at the repo, analyzes all that stuff, it does like multiple things, like least privileged permissions. It like pins the GitHub actions. It adds like the OpenSSF best practices, like the dependency review. Say if that some of like the node dependencies are like vulnerable, it'll tell you. It's really cool.
Is it the hardened runner thing?
Yeah, the hardened runner is also included. Hardened runner basically does like blocks egress. But we have been using the audits one for a while. But yeah, so ideally you put that to block. So like if there's like a malicious thing that tries to call some random IP address, it'll block those stuff.
Can you share your screen or give me a little bit? I'm getting
Oh yeah,
confused.
yeah. I pasted the link, but I can share. Give me a sec. Uh, okay, so this is this website. I'll
Okay, yeah.
yeah. So you basically go in here. I'm not going to. I'm just going to do an analyze repo. So it's going to go to analyze. It's going to take like a bit. Yeah. So it is going to add. It's going to add a bunch of stuff. So dependency review is what I was talking about.
Hmm.
And then it'll like pin actions. It'll add like a pre-commit. Code QL depend about. Yeah.
Oh, so these are all the CI workflows that it outputs, which you can use with.
Yeah. It'll automatically do that. It's super super cool.
Oh
And
wow,
then
this is really
you
cool.
can just create pull requests. I guess you can't do that one.
Maybe click on the file. I guess you can
Which
just
one? This one?
yeah, yeah. It will just output the file, right? So if we have a
No, this is the existing file. I
oh
usually do it on the things that I own, but I guess maybe we can't do it if we don't own the.
yeah,
Um, there is a way. Why can't you create a pull request?
I guess you would need to
Weird.
fork it and then
Yeah,
run,
I guess we have to fork it. Yeah, yeah.
then create pull request and then submit it into the like
Right. I think
original
so too. Yeah.
repo.
Yeah. So we can just do that. Yeah. I'm surprised. I thought you could do it, but weird. Yeah. So it'll do yeah, all of this stuff automatically. Super super cool.
Yeah, I feel I think you or I might will not have a branch creation permission on that repository, so creating a pull request might not be possible directly without.
So it's supposed to create it on its own. So in the past, the ones that I've seen, it creates a fork on its own. So in like the Step security
Uh,
repo, and then publishes the so it creates a pull request from there. So yeah, I'm a bit surprised that I cannot do this one because I've done this many times. Weird. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, I just clone it and then you basically say J and that's it. Yeah, same thing.
cool, sounds good. I don't think I have anything else here.
Okay. This is clear, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And if I have any more question, I'll Google or I'll just ask you.
Yeah,
Okay.
you just do the best. Yeah, it makes it so much easier. And you I run this on like multiple times. Sometimes I think about it,
So
and it's
what's
just
what's
uh,
the output of this? What it creates in the PR itself?
oh, I'll just show you. Let me see.
Because the workflows are already there, right? So I'm
Yeah. Give me a sec. Step security. Uh, um. Okay, maybe. Let me see if I Gatekeeper has it. I couldn't find it.
or I can yeah I can do it against Gatekeeper and see what the pull request generates.
Yeah, I couldn't find it. Oh, there it is. I found one. Weird that I can. Yeah, I'll share my screen again. Like, uh, can you see the window?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so it adds like the stuff depend about things. It pins it to a digest, and then depend about will automatically update it, even though
Hmm.
this is like obviously not human readable. I mean, this part is, but depend about will automatically update it, so you don't even have to worry about it. So it adds things like the permissions, to the lowest permissions. It'll analyze like what are the jobs that the steps are doing, and it'll say like, oh, okay, this needs contents, right, whatever. Hardened runner is super cool, so you can do like egress policy block, or you can disable sudo. Yeah, super cool. The pre-commit stuff is also really handy. Like it'll do the things. Say like it'll run lint when you're like git committing. You do need to pre-commit um the tool, but then it'll basically do whatever it is. So there are ones that are like typo checks too. It's like super cool. So like you're writing docs or whatever, it'll automatically check the typos as you like push the changes. Yeah, and then it'll like do these things. It'll like pin to a digest, and it'll also keep updating them. Yeah, this is just an example. This is like this already existed. This is like an improvement to an existing.
Depend about is pretty amazing, right? Like it's
Yeah, there's the what is it? Renovate bot. That one is even better.
wow. What does that do?
That one can do like a lot more. You can even give it like a list of things to update, and then there's like it's in like a random format like JSON and stuff. It can update stuff. There's like a lot of integrations that Renovate buttons. But it is not integrated into GitHub, so obviously that's like another thing you have to do. Depend about is just part of GitHub.
Why does it say it renovate community? It supports GitHub.
Say again?
Yeah, I mean, in their docs it says it support. I need to dig deeper on what it's capable of. Today is the first time I heard of.
Renovate?
Yeah.
Yeah, Renovate is kind of like depend about same thing. It's just like you have to install it instead of like
Oh,
GitHub. The depend about is already part of GitHub, so there's no additional installation step.
okay.
I mean, you need to create the file obviously, but cool. Anything else you want to chat?
No, nothing else.
Cool. Well, we can give the time back.
Yep.
Thanks, Jay.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.